What's going on, everybody? It's been a little bit since I have recorded myself playing Slay the Spire, but I think you'll see why if you haven't already seen why. It's because I have a little side project going on. It's probably already been started uploading. I doubt it's going to be finished by the time I finish this, but with that being said, I like this, going this route right here. But with that being said, I've been playing Slay the Spire a little bit off-screen, and, or off-recording, I should say. That's pretty nice to get immediately. It was starting here. And I've been rethinking the way I've been playing. I've been watching my videos a lot, and I've been seeing that in a lot of my videos I just don't, I don't take enough time, first of all, to truly evaluate all the cards, and when I do take enough time to evaluate all the cards, I wind up skipping just a large amount of them. And I understand that that's a bad thing to do, and I'm going to try now to try and correct that in my play. So I'm going to be taking... I'm going to be going through my mindset as we go in this one, but what I'm going to be taking is going to be differing vastly from what I normally would have taken before. So before, I would have looked at these and I would have said, I want probably none of these. But looking now, choose an attack or power card, add a copy of that card. That's not very good. Deal 14 damage, strength affects this card 3 times, that's okay. Costs 1 damage, costs 1 less energy for each time you lose HP in this combat, deals 18. That's not very good. I don't really want any of these cards, if I'm being honest with you, and I don't think I'm going to take any of them. But what I'm looking for in cards that I'm going to be taking on the first floor is some good solo DPS. Upgrade 2 random cards, absolutely not. I want some good DPS, and I want maybe at the end of the floor to have a little bit of some AoE maybe. What is this? Carnage? No, I don't think we want any of those cards, so we will remove a strike and move on. We want to go this way to hit that elite for sure. Got a couple slimy boys, no problem. Kill one of them right away. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So for this this floor, I want at the very least one good single target attack. Something like an immolate would be great. And I'm hoping I can get something like that. But if I can't, then I mean I'm gonna have to take what I can get. So I need something that deals damage. Clothesline isn't great, but it deals more damage than a strike, so I'm gonna take it. I'm not too pleased with it, but you know, it's fine. We don't need doubt. We're not coming across a shop anytime soon. Actually, we were coming across a shop pretty soon, but we don't have enough money right now, though we probably will. What are you gonna do? Clothesline upgraded is alright, I guess. I guess we should do that. It's better than recalling right now, because it gives us a more powerful card for the first floor, which is important. But we're going to be taking 1, which isn't that bad. We can survive. We can take 5 more. Alright. I don't think Clothesline's that great of a card, but like I said, we need as much solo target damage as we can get right now. I think the way we're going to be getting that is cards like this. Clothesline's 14 and 3 weak. This is 8 and 2 vulnerable. I could play 20 damage, or I could play, what is that, 12? Or I could play 14 and a defend, and then that way I'm not taking any damage. I guess I'm gonna do that. Because I didn't have a way to kill him. Will I have a way to kill him next turn? Yes, I'll have exactly enough to kill him next turn. Alright, so we heal back to full. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I like Seeing Red a little bit. I think it's a decent card. I don't think Blood for Blood is good at all. Draw a card, put a card from the top of your draw pile. That's really bad. I'm gonna take a Seeing Red. I don't think it's great, but I think it should help us right now because we don't have the best energy as it stands. So I'm going to bash him just to get off some vulnerable, because just breaking his shield alone doesn't wake him up. I might use a vulnerability potion or a weak potion, I'm not sure. Alright, so I'm going to clothesline and strike him this turn, wake him up. Very nice. Got off a good chunk, and he already had a fair amount dealt to him from the previous bash. We will start with a Seeing Red. I think we're just going to tank this 13, because it's not that much. We can get off a lot of damage. Lagavulin really annoying, because you kind of have to just tank him. We're not quite there with these, and we're probably going to draw into it next turn. So we're definitely playing one strike, that's undebatable. 21 damage, how would we get to 21 damage? I don't think we would be able to get to 21 damage next turn, so I think we have to do that. And then we'll be able to get to 21 next turn, or 12 this turn. Because I don't foresee us getting to... Yeah, I didn't foresee us getting to that amount of damage, so I'm content with that. Mummified Hand, you say? Okay. Whirlwind is good, but Corruption is just such a good card that I don't think we can pass on it right now. Whoops. And it doesn't show up that often, which is another reason why. Bronze Scales is also an amazing trinket. I can't pass on Bronze Scales. Right. 13 right off the bat, huh? Well, we can just clothesline, yeah, I guess. We'll still heal a little bit. We're not going to heal as much as I wanted, but that's what it costs, I guess. This is a pretty bad hand, so I'm actually going to Seeing Red, Corruption, Strike, and then not play my defense. We're going to hope for the card that lets us... this can't play attacks, right? Yep. We're gonna hope for the card that lets us gain, I think it's block, every time we exhaust a card. So we're gonna hope for, I don't remember what that card's called, but that's the card we're hoping for. Because that would be crazy if we could get that. And maybe also a Juggernaut would be good. Well, definitely also a Juggernaut would be good. That's what we want right now. Didn't quite get it. Twin Strike's pretty good, but I think we would rather have a Pommel Strike because we don't have any draw yet. And draw is pretty nice. Okay, we got the Sentries. Sentries are fine. Corruption right away is super scary. I think we're not gonna do that. These two have the lowest health, so I'm going to hit this one, I guess. Unfortunately, it means we're just going to take 9, but what are you going to do? The only other option was to play Corruption, or potentially to do a bit of mitigation. Weak only brings that down to 5, so... It's taking 4 damage off, though. I think that's probably worth it. Oh, it takes 3. I still think 3 is worth it. And we can actually kill him, which is much more beneficial. Alright. So like I said, we're really hoping to find the card that allows us to get block every time we exhaust a card. I can't for the life of me remember what that card is called, but maybe like Feel No Pain or something? I don't remember, but that's the card we won. We're taking a lot of damage on this, but it is an immolated elite, so you do kind of expect to take a pretty decent amount of damage here. Clothesline kills that one. I'm gonna start with a pommel strike, just because, I mean, you never know. I don't know what we could have drawn that would have made any bit of difference there, but, you know. Doesn't hurt, I guess. Next turn, should be able to finish him off. Oh, alright. Not quite. That's a little, scary, but this turn we will more than likely be able to finish him off. Yeah, just by something like that. Bottled Tornado, start with a power. Ooh, I don't want that though. I don't... I mean, alright. Hemokinesis is good for the first floor, but past that I don't think we'll need it. Impervious, I like it. I like the concept of it. I guess we'll take it. We're definitely resting here, without a doubt. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Gain 100 gold. Yeah, we'll gain 100 gold, and then we'll go to the shop, I guess. Have that card, please. I don't see the card I was thinking of here. True gets a pretty good card, too. But we don't need block yet. Pair, I don't like. Membership card, I think is a good card. I have some LaCroix sparkling water here. I'm gonna take a sip of that because I got a tickle in my throat, sorry. I think Metallicize is a good card, and I think True Grit is a good card, but we don't quite have the synergy for those yet, so I'm actually gonna go with this. We could also get True Grit, but I don't think we need it. So let's move on. Before the boss, we should probably rest. How much would we get back? 30 something? 20? No, 20. What is it? What's the percentage? 30, so 24. That's almost max health. If we were to smith, what would we smith? We could smith this corruption, which would be 2 instead of 3. That's pretty good. This makes it 0, which is great. This just does a little more damage and draws some more cards. This gains 40 block, holy moly. It's a lot of block, but the difference between 30 and 40 block is probably nominal, so we're going to... If we're going to upgrade, we're going to upgrade Corruption. And I think we're fine to upgrade Corruption, so I think we will. Even though we don't have the synergy we want for Corruption yet, it's still a really good card. We also have a couple potions to use here, and we will be using them. I'm not using Corruption yet, but feels bad because, I mean, Corruption, it's one of those cards where the earlier you get it out, depending on your deck, the better it can be. But against something like this, I don't think we're going to need to do that. Hit him with that, and then hit him right there. Alright. We don't want to play that. I think we're fine taking 1 damage. It's not the end of the world. And then we're going to wait until he starts... Oh, never mind. I guess we don't need to wait. Clothesline. Getting a clothesline off is really good, so I think we're going to. Even if it means we're taking a little bit of damage here. We're taking 5 damage. I think it's worth it to get off a clothesline, because it gives us more time. Not a bad use of Impervious, right? Seems like a pretty good use. Let's see what we get with a pommel strike first. We got a regular strike. We're not using that, so we'll play the impervious. Which is also dealing 12 to him, which is great. So he's only 19 away. So if we clothesline strike, he goes into it a turn early, which I think is better than if we just bash. Because I don't think it really matters how much HP we get off on him beforehand. So I think it's better off, we're better off if we just do this. Double defend and a strike for good measure. Not so bad. We're doing pretty well so far, I'm not gonna lie. Double defend. I think we're better off just saving, not taking the least amount of damage possible in that turn. That may have been wrong, I'm not entirely sure. I'm still kind of experimenting here on what I think is for the best and what I think is not for the best. I'm still not entirely sure, but I'm getting there. So we do draw a defend. But I think we just clothesline him. We're not really racing him, but we need to get damage off before he can hit us with that big attack. Because if he can hit us with that big attack, it's going to be bad news. Alright, so he's not doing it this time, which is great. We don't have a lot of defends yet, which is why we're kind of spooked of that big attack. Alright, so we can go defend, defend, strike. Or we could go defend, clothesline. Defend, clothesline makes us take a little bit of damage, but I think he's at a range of health where we're pretty comfortable taking this little bit more damage, because he's only going to be doing 12 more to us now, and then 12 to us in the future. So this turn is definitely defend, defend. The question is strike or not. That would be taking 5 instead of 2, but we take him to 47. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I don't want to waste your time thinking, but at the same time, I feel like this is an important thing, because I'm trying to learn things like these to see if they're important. 47, I don't feel like it's awful to attack him here, because I know he's going to do an attack this turn, and the accumulation of this and the next attack is not going to be able to kill us, and we should be able to kill him before then, so I think that's solid enough reason to hit him anyway. Alright, so he's doing 12 this turn, and then he's going to shield next turn. So the question is, do we think we can kill him next turn if we go all out now? Probably have most likely we will have either 8 or 14 damage. So if we can get him down to 14, it would be worth it, but we can't. So I think we block, right? Oh, no. We can, because he's taking 12. So we definitely hit him. That way, if we draw the bash and not the other thing, we still kill him, because he's at 8. Okay. There we go. Not so bad, not so bad. Offering's amazing, but I think ML8 is just such a good card. We have to take ML8. I'd love ML8 as a card. Busted Crown, I don't really like. You can no longer gain gold. I don't like that. Runic Pyramid, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Would that be good or bad with this deck? Burn. That would probably be really bad with these burns. Huh. Yeah, because the burns wouldn't go away, so we definitely don't want that. So it comes down to Ectoplasm and Busted Crown. I definitely don't want Busted Crown, so I think it's Ectoplasm. Which is stupid, because I don't like not being able to gain gold, but Collector as our final boss here. Which is scary, I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I kinda like going this route and hitting one elite and then hitting all these question marks before we hit the collector. Because we can't gain gold, so doing a ton of combat is only good for cards, which is great. Cards are... this is where we need cards like Immolate, which is why I took it. Because we really need some good old-fashioned stinking AoE at this point. So what I'm gonna do in this fight is just try to get them all down to Immolate territory. The question is, do I play Corruption? And I think in this fight the answer is yes. So I think we go Corruption and then just play our hand. And I think we attack this one, because these guys are gonna do it to themselves. And then hope we draw Immolate this turn. Would be great if we could draw Immolate. If not, it's only one extra turn. Alright, we did indeed draw the Immolate. Alright, let's Seeing Red, Immolate, and then Clothesline. Which one? How much do they do? 50%. So if we clothesline this one, it goes down. If we clothesline strike this one, it goes down, and then he would perish from the defend. Right, clothesline strike finishes him off. 7 and 3 is 10. Now he's 1 off. Alright, well, I mean... I guess we just take our free kills and say thank you. Because he's definitely gone next turn. Yeah, because we have enough damage for next turn, so it doesn't matter. Take an 8, but what are you going to do? 8's fine. Not that bad, at least. And we will be able to finish him off like so. Havoc, another Corruption, or a Cleave. Cleave is great. Well, it's not great, but it's pretty good. It's AoE. I guess we'll take another Corruption, just because it's already up. I know we're going all in on this Corruption thing, and we don't even have full synergy for it, but wow, that's awful. Like, that's really bad. I don't think we want to play a Corruption yet, right? Like, I don't think it's worth playing the Corruption. I think we want to just play the Impervious, and then not worry about playing the Corruption. Not yet, at least. Now, we can't gain gold back, so these guys, no matter what, are gonna get our gold. Which is not very good, but if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So Immolate will always come out here. Such a good card, does so much damage. We can almost never afford to not play it. Now we have a Defend, Clothesline, and 2 strikes. So our options are Strike Strike, Clothesline, or Defend Strike. Now if we Clothesline, we deal 14, which would put this guy to 7, or this guy to, what was that, 13? Which is, we would attack this one. I think that's the better option. Either way, no, this one would take 2 strikes, this one would take 3 strikes, this one would take 1 bash, this one would take a bash and a strike. So I think we would attack this one with our Clothesline. Maybe. I think so. And I think we're gonna Clothesline. I think that makes the most sense, because it gives us more damage. Though it gives us less block, it does give us more damage. So I think maybe we should have attacked this one, actually. I think we actually should have attacked this one, looking back at it. I think that would have been the better move. But this turn we can go Bash, Pommel Strike. Ooh, great draw. Then we can Seeing Red and then just finish them both off this turn. Very nice draw. We're not going to get our gold back, unfortunately, because we can't gain it, but what are you going to do? Feel No Pain. This is exactly the card we wanted. Wow. Okay, what a great card to get there. Holy moly. Alright, this deck is popping off. This is exactly what we want. Lose all of our gold. We don't want to do that, even though we only have 72 of it. We still want to fight these guys, because the red mask is pretty good. Is this always? Like, why are we consistently getting these two? That can't be a thing. That's just, like, unlucky, right? Well, we're gonna play it. And we're gonna play these defends, right? Apply vulnerable. I don't remember the order we're supposed to kill them in, but I'm going to just do it like this. I don't think it matters. Corruption, I mean, play the second one, doesn't matter. It's not gonna make a difference. And then defend. We haven't played Feel No Pain yet, so we're not going to be getting blocked quite yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Dexterity downs, fine, because most of our block is not going to be coming from just normal means. So he's going to be doing 2, so he's going to be doing 6 to himself, so 9 is perfect. Oh, that was 13 because I vulnerabled him. I should have struck him, I completely forgot. But that's not that bad. Next up we're going to hit Romeo here. So we're going to clothesline him first, and then we're going to strike him. Alright, so Pointy's going to kill himself, like so. Romeo's going to take... Everybody's going to take some more damage, which is great. And we're going to hope we get an Immolate this turn. We don't... Oh, we do. And we get Feel No Pain as well, which is great. Such a good card. Start with the Seeing Red. Even though we don't need it, we're going to do it anyway. Because then we're going to Immolate. We're going to defend, so we get some more block. And then we're just going to strike on Romeo to take the least amount of damage possible. I could have weakened Bear, but I didn't see it as being vital. Because we should be able to do a bunch of damage to him this turn anyway. And if we get enough defense, it would make up for it. Doesn't look like we're going to, but that's okay. We're doing decent damage. All we need at this point is a Juggernaut, and then this deck is excellent. It's already excellent, but you know what I mean. We need to do 18, we can do that very easily with our Immolate. Then we get the red mask, which is great. Iron Wave is okay. I don't like Clash in this deck. Heavy Blade doesn't make sense. At this point, we need to take some defensive cards. And we need to take a power or two. We need a little bit more draw. Ideally, we would like to get an Offering. We'd like to get... maybe we take the... I don't know. I don't think we need those right now. But ideally, we want to get something like Offering, Juggernaut... No, we can't do that. No way. Offering, Juggernaut, maybe a little bit more AoE, even though Immolate is great. Corruption, Feel No Pain right off the bat is amazing. But we have to play this Immolate, I think. I think this Immolate's way too valuable to pass on it. I'm not sure. Dexterity, Vulnerable, and Weak are the potions we have. Those are all good. What would we do? Corruption makes a card free. So it's 2/3 that it's a card we would want to play. It's only Bash that it hits that we don't want to play. So I guess it's... Alright, well... Now it comes down to Immolate for 31 or Feel No Pain to extend. I'm hoping we just have enough damage to, you know, outdo Snecko, and not very happy with that, but what are you gonna do, right? So, in this case, we're just going to strike, and then get Impervious out there. We don't need to play the defend, that's fine. Clothesline, the other corruption, almost strike. Let's get a weaken out. Actually, we don't need to if we play clothesline. Let me think. Are we going to be playing clothesline? Maybe? I feel like we probably should. This is a power. So we can make something free. If we want to, we could play the clothesline and then make Pommel Strike free. But I'd rather take the 50-50 here. Yeah, that's fine. It works the same way, either way. Because we still have the Seeing Red. Yeah, well, we're not going to use it anyway. That's fine. Could have been better, could have been worse. He still got weakened, and still not taking too much damage. We're kind of hoping for the Immolate. That would be great. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Now, is this enough to kill? Immolate is 21. We were 14, that's 35. We have Vulnerable. So with Vulnerable, that's enough to kill. Do we need it, though? Do we need to throw that? No, we don't, right? 6, I don't know, 5, and then... So that's 21, that is 35, and then the strike is 6. Yeah, so we're good, right? Yeah, we're fine. Dexterity potion, we already have one of those. Carnage. Carnage is pretty good. What does the upgrade... Oh, that is the upgrade. I see. Evolve is okay. It is a power, and I did say we want more powers. Rupture. Rupture we don't need. Carnage I'm thinking about. Evolve I don't think is going to be useful for us, though it's not bad, because we do have status cards. We do have burns from our Immolate. So that's a maybe. The question is... Do we want a card like Carnage? Do we just want a nuke? We already have one in Immolate, but at the same time it's not bad to have another one. We do have the energy to support it, and then do we want Evolve? I don't think we want Evolve, but I think we'll take a Carnage. I don't think we want to fight 2 elites on this floor. I feel like that's a little bit overkill. And then we're probably gonna smith our Immolate, because it's such a good card. Yeah. Really love Immolate. Probably my favorite card. Hit 2 shops. Not really seeing anything here. I mean, Bandage Up is pretty good, but I don't think we need it. Demon Form, can't afford. Seeing Red, no. Flex, nah. Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll just hit this shop, see what's here. Metallicize is pretty good. We don't have a Juggernaut, though, so... Let's just take another sip of my water. Whirlwind isn't bad. Metallicize isn't bad. Removing a card isn't so bad either. I mean, we did say we want to take more powers, so I guess we'll take a Metallicize, and then we'll scoot. We could also remove a card, but we're going to save the 52 gold that we have here. Happy Flower is good, but I think I'd rather take the key. And we're going to fight this elite. It's the Book of Stabbing. That's fine. Start out with Corruption, Feel No Pain right away, just like that. I mean... He gets weakened already, so... The only problem is we don't have anything to play it with, but it's such a good combo that we just have to play it, right? I really feel like we just need to get it out right away. Definitely doing that. I don't think we want to Impervious, because it can be used so much better later on. But at the same time, if we Seeing Red, we'll never get it again, and it's only 4 block. But 4 block does get a wound out of our draw. No, I think we just pass. It hurts to just pass there, but I think it's what we had to do. I think it was for the best, is what I mean to say. So definitely playing to defend, no doubt about that. And I think we're throwing a weak potion as well. Starting off with a defend. Then it's bash, strike, strike, I guess. Unless we go strike, strike, corruption, and then the bash is free, and it gets the corruption out of our deck. But then we do less damage, so I think we just save it and go bash, strike, strike, like so. So we're still going to be taking 3, which isn't so bad. It puts 1 more wound into our deck, which is annoying, but we should be able to finish him off before it gets too bad here. Definitely going to draw. We draw the Carnage. Carnage is pretty nice. We're definitely going to get some block going here. And we're going to Carnage. It's 42 damage. We're going to head in... Metallicize will never matter, but we still have an Immolate in our deck, so neither will that. We're just going to get the Immolate out and get them both. I think we'll be fine. We're absolutely going to be fine. This deck is outrageous right now. This is like the bread and butter combo of Ironclad, and I'm loving it. Okay, Blood Vial. Heal 2 HP at the start, that's fine. Sword Boomerang is okay. Anger is okay, but we don't need it. We don't have the deck for Anger. Twin Strike is okay as well. I don't think any of these cards are really doing what we want them to do, and our deck doesn't need any of them right now. So right now, we have 3 question marks and then a bonfire. Comes down to, do we want to smith something? And if we do, what would it be? What does Metallicize do? Just gives us an extra block. Pummel Strike gives us an extra card, and it's our only card draw right now, so I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It's our only card draw, and getting card draw up is always good. Oh, okay. Lose Dexterity Potion for a relic, that's pretty good. War Paint, which upgrades our Seeing Red, which is pretty nice. That's not bad. I always love that random event. Such a good character. Immolate is insane here. Give me Immolate, please. Thank you very much. Definitely appreciate that. Start with Corruption. Hope for it to hit Immolate. Does indeed hit Immolate, which is amazing. Play out the Metallicize just cuz. Don't need to play anything else. Now, like I said, the only card we really need in this deck to make it a ton better is Juggernaut, but we would also really like to see some good old-fashioned Shrug-it-offs. So we can do 18 damage right here, which is okay. Then we get 9 block. 9 block plus the 3, so we get 12, so we take 6. That's fine. We're okay with that. And then... so I think we should... Yeah, we don't have any AoE for the next one, most likely 2 turns. Oh, we haven't played Feel No Pain yet, of course. So we're only at 8 block, which means we should absolutely focus one of these guys, I think. Not entirely sure, but I think that helps us kill one of them quicker, which is great. I mean, obviously it helps us kill one of them quicker, but the question was whether or not I should focus on one of them or if I should spread the damage out a little bit more even. And to be honest with you, I'm still not entirely sure, but Carnage is a kill, and almost anything else is a kill. So we're definitely Carnaging. And it comes down to if we want to clothesline or if we want to pommel strike something and try to get something else to play. So like I said, we're definitely playing Carnage. And it comes down to if we want to pommel strike. Pommel strike draws us 2 cards, so it could be a strike, could be a defend, could be a bash. So it's a 1. It's 2 out of 4 that we get a strike. If we get the strike, we would finish you off and we get 10 extra damage on you, which is a pretty big deal. I guess we'll go for it, right? Because I mean, worst comes to worst, we can play Feel No Pain. We do get the strike. Pretty good. We're still taking 9 or 6, but we knew that getting into it, so it's not that big of a deal. We could have taken 2 if we played Feel No Pain, but we wanted to accelerate this. I think we did just that. We didn't need to, looking at it now. We really didn't need to, but there's block for us. We do want block. That is good block as well. I think we'll take it. It's not upgraded, so it could be better, but we're pretty happy with it overall. Purple Spirits, okay. We'll offer a reward for you. Offer something for you here. Is there a card we want to get rid of? Clothesline I feel like serves a purpose. Most of the cards in this deck serve a purpose. We'd also like another Feel No Pain. I don't think I said that, but we would really like to get another one. I don't think that needs to be said. I feel like that just goes without being said. We'll just ditch a strike, because we don't need it. We don't lose anything aside from the strike, which is completely fine. Definitely resting before the boss, which is the Collector, which is fine. Should be able to demolish the Collector. Corruption, because either way it doesn't really matter what we get. Don't need to apply vulnerable to him. Though we would love to see Feel No Pain quickly. Love to see that, but I guess it's not. Ooh, we do see it right away. That's a must-play card. Then it just comes down to Carnage, which is 28. These guys will die from Immolate, so I don't feel like it's necessary for us to focus them too hard. So I think we should be playing our big cards right there, and then maybe play every once in a while a smaller card to hit them with. Because like I said, our Immolates are going to take them down, and they're going to take them down pretty quickly. We need to cycle it twice though, which is hard because we're taking a lot of damage right now. But he's still vulnerable, so I think we hit him, because that's the last turn he's going to be vulnerable for. We're taking a lot, and I'm not happy about taking a lot, but I think it was our play to do it like that. Because they should be going down to our AoE. In theory, they should be going down to Immolates. Just repeated Immolates. So now, 5, 10, that is 18, that's 21. Not quite enough, so I guess we'll play the Impervious, which is more than enough, and then we'll just strike him. This is what I was really hoping for, was really hoping for something similar to this. I guess we'll throw this. I don't know why we didn't earlier, but we'll Pommel Strike to start off with. Carnage is pretty stinking nice. I think we defend Carnage. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. We're taking 4, which isn't fun, but they're almost dead, both of them. So that's not so bad. That's no fun, but I'm really hoping that whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage back. That's useless right now. They're doing a lot of damage to us. So we're probably just going to wind up double striking them to save our health, and then passing. I mean, that's more or less a free turn, but it doesn't feel right, because we're not attacking the boss, but what are you going to do? This is why we went Juggernaut, because Juggernaut's just passive damage that we could get every time we block, which is exactly what we want. Alright, so Immolate for sure, and then defend, strike. Still taking 11, which is less than ideal, but I mean, we're getting there. Flame Barrier's pretty good. Flame Barrier. Then almost strike. We get the Carnage. We definitely want to play that. We play the Corruption. No. Carnage, strike. And then we hope to be able to kill him before he can kill us, which should be feasible, because he's not going to be dealing this damage to us every time. He's going to stop for turns like that. And it's also going to help us get rid of this. This is more along the lines of what we want. So we're going to Sing Red, and then we're going to Immolate, and then we're going to Clothesline Strike. Looky-loo. Not so bad, not so bad at all. Dark Embrace is pretty cool. That'd be a bit of a shout. We do exhaust a lot of cards. Right? That's what that does? This exhausts? Yeah, exhaust. Do we want to draw that much, though? I guess we do. It's pretty good. Sozu is great, but we also really like having... yeah, we like having potions, but, I mean, the extra energy is so useful. Okay, we got the time guy at the end, that's not bad. We can deal with that. We just need to get there. Even though we only have 50-something gold, I still think we want to see what our shop has, or a shop has. So I think we want to go over this way and do it from this angle. Even though we're not hitting any elites, well, we could hit an elite if we wanted, but more than likely we're not going to be hitting an elite. I think that's fine. So we're going to start with Corruption. Italicize, feel no pain, and a defend. That way, you know, it's all there. We're gonna have to kill this exploder quickly, but we can definitely do that. So we're definitely starting with a pommel. I think we can do it like this. Yeah. Alright. I think we're pretty happy with how this is going. I love this deck. This is like the bread and butter deck for Ironclad. I'm so glad that this is the deck I get to show after a bit of a break. Just such a good stinking deck. I'm not gonna strike, even though it's debatable whether or not I should. I'm not going to, because I don't want to lose any more health. I feel like our health is pretty important. Dark Embrace, I really wanted to get that as an upgrade. I don't know why I defended there, I just figured I'd defend the deck a little bit because we're not going to need many defends anymore. Don't think it was necessary, but whatever. Impervious Carnage. There we go. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Wild Strike, we don't really need single target anymore. Havoc is not very good. I think we're going to pass on all that jazz. Okay, we got an Orb Walker. Forgot his name, so I had to scroll over it to see what it was, I'm not gonna lie to you. Corruption, Carnage, Immolate is pretty nice. Corruption's a great card. And we're definitely playing Seeing Red. And then I guess we're just going to town. So much damage. We're only taking 6, so we should be able to heal back pretty quickly. We can definitely bash, strike, strike, then it just comes down to... Yeah, he has so little health left, there's no point in not playing Impervious. He has 2 HP left, so... Okay, we do get an attack. I was gonna say hopefully we draw an attack, but I didn't, out of yeah, hoping to... I don't like any of those cards. Hoping to not elicit, I mean, this is why we have Immolate. Hoping to not elicit something like a bad juju sort of thing. So Corruption definitely comes out. Then it comes down to Clothesline or Dark Embrace. Made Clothesline free so we can play both. That's pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have spread the damage a little bit. Because if we get Immolate, we don't want one to be dead and then the others to not be dead. Because then he just regrows and that's annoying. So... maybe that was wrong. There's our Immolate. That one's dead and the others aren't dead. That's exactly what I didn't want, but... I think we're still all good. Start with that for sure. And then we move into Bash Immolate. Strike, Metallicize. Is it worth seeing red? Yeah, it's totally worth seeing redding just for a Metallicize. Gotta be, right? We don't need either of those. Potentially should have played them. Nah, we have plenty of damage here. Didn't need to play them. Best time I've ever had fighting those guys. So good. Don't have anything for that. Rage isn't that great. Headbutt isn't that great. I think we're fine. Potentially should have taken the headbutt, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It may have weighed down our deck a little bit. Corruption. Feel no pain. And strike. Unfortunately, we can't get any more potions. Really wish we could get more potions, because I would love to get some, whatever those potions are called. The ones that give us more thorns. Bronze, maybe? Potions of bronze or something? Something like that. Clothesline's really good. A lot of the cards in our hand right now are really good. I'm gonna start with a defend, just to, make sure we have block. If I metallicize, we full block. Or we almost full block. Or we do full block. Right? Because we have Feel No Pain? Oh no, that's one of our cards exalt. Never mind, never mind, never mind. So we're a little bit off full block. We're one off full block, which isn't that bad. And it's our only one, so we're playing it no matter what. And it makes something free, which is great. So we can play our whole hand then. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so we blocked the rat, and then we're taking 7. 7's not so bad. Impervious is good. We're probably going to start with a pommel. Probably playing the Impervious. We're definitely playing the Dark Embrace. And then we're playing the Impervious. Okay, then we're strike, strike. We're getting there. Slow fight, but we're getting there. Flame barrier is fine. Defense pretty good. Then we can strike. We may as well play the corruption because it makes something free. And it lets us use our mana more efficiently, which doesn't matter, it just looks cool, but, you know, whatever. We're full blocking, which is great. And we're getting close. Should be able to finish him off shortly, depending on what we draw here. Okay. Doing well for ourselves, honestly. Body Slam is good, but I don't think we're ever going to have the block to use it. Perfected Strike is not so great. And Intimidate is pretty good. We already have something that gives weak, but we don't have anything that gives mass weak. So I don't know if Intimidate's worth it. I mean, our final boss is time, so we don't need it for him. So I think we're gonna pass. I don't like any of these. I doubt we're gonna... I mean... It's not awful. We want an artifact. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need any of these. I don't like thinking ahead. I don't think it's that great of a card. Because then you have to get it out of your hand. It's really situational, and I don't think it's really worth it. Dark Shackles is interesting. You might take it. We're taking it over this one for sure. Penecha or Peneka, however you pronounce that. Dark Shackles is the one I'm thinking about, because strength loss is really nice. I think we will take it. And then we're going to upgrade. And we're going to upgrade our Dark Embrace, so it's only 1. It's not that big a deal because we have a ton of mana, like an actual ton of mana, or whatever it's called, energy. We have a load of energy, so it's never really going to matter. But, you know, it's an upgrade, it's an upgrade. This guy's annoying, but... I don't like this hand. I don't feel like that even needs to be said. This is just a gross hand. We're gonna stick with that, I think. I think that's fine. I think 7 is probably... We don't want to disturb it. 7 is really low, so we're gonna stick with only 7. Because it could have been something like that. So we're definitely immolating. 15. Feel No Pain comes out. We get the Dark Embrace, so we may as well play that, which lets us play the Strike. 48. Yeah, didn't really want to see that, I'm not gonna lie. Whoop, I completely forgot. That was entirely my fault. Could have taken much less there, but... Again, entirely my fault. Carnage is a good amount of damage. 22 is annoying, but at the end of the day, not that bad. We should actually be able to block it, so we shouldn't need to play the Dark Shackles. Okay. So This fight is a little annoying so far. I mean, the clothesline is seemingly good, but I think we're gonna start with draw, just to see what we get. Carnage is pretty nice. I think we start with the clothesline. That's a lot of damage. That's even more damage. Well, it looks like the bonfire coming up is going to be rested at, which is fine. Ouch. It's pretty good. We don't need either of those, and we don't have enough to draw again. Right? But we do, actually. We have enough to draw through to something here. Is that enough to kill him, though? Because we would hit him. We'd hit him for. So we wouldn't necessarily hit him, actually. That should be enough to kill him, actually. Like, absolutely. We just need to keep drawing through. Eventually we'll... Never mind. He's at -9, so yeah. We should be able to get away with almost anything. If we sing red, we're not really ever gonna kill him, so we don't need to do that. Is when we'll kill them almost assuredly, and we do indeed. That was pretty bad, but it wasn't super bad. It tells me that we might need a little bit more single target damage. I think we're gonna skip on all that. We're definitely going here, and we're definitely resting, right? We still have one more bonfire. And there's very little combat in between, so we should rest. Then we still need to recall, which we should be able to do right there. We get a mango, that's fine, I guess. We'll go here. This one could be good, could be bad. We don't really want that. We don't really want any of these. Madness is pretty bad. We don't really... We're just gonna get out of here. We just gained a bunch of HP with Mango, so it's not a big deal that we just lost a little bit. This is a pretty good fight for Immolate, if we could get that. So we'll start with a Corruption for sure. And we'll definitely Flame Barrier. And then... one Defend is... Oh, I should have played this Defend. I didn't realize that one was upgraded. My bad. But we definitely need an AoE here. Something like Immolate would be ideal, like I said. It would net us 2 kills for sure. And 2 important ones. Don't have it yet. So definitely start with the Pommel. Still don't quite have it. We'll feel no pain, because it makes one of our strikes free anyway. We'll take you out. We'll probably put you at 1. Yeah, almost definitely we're gonna put you at 1. Yeah. So he's dead, which is good. Then there's just these 2 spikers left, which are victim of their own prey. They'll go down pretty quickly. We just need defend. We're still taking damage here, which I don't like. I guess we'll Dark Shackle. I don't think we needed to, but I just want to do it so we don't take any damage. We want to take 5 to get off a bash. Probably not. I don't think we're going to. Doesn't really seem worth it. Not so great. Definitely playing Metallicized, though. I mean, we may as well play Dark Embrace. If we clothesline this one, it goes down. But that's unnecessary damage. I think we're best off just taking the little bit of damage. Then, because we're gonna get our ML8 pretty quickly. There isn't really any hitches. Because we still have the Impervious, which we're drawing next turn. It would have been better if we drew or defend this turn. But it's not that bad. So I think we Carnage this one. Because either way we'd be taking 7, and then we pass, and then next turn we should be able to kill him pretty easily. Yeah. Because we'll have Impervious, which gives us a draw. We'll have Immolate, which kills him. Alright, could have gone better, but could have gone worse. We need more defensive cards. We need, like, Shrug It Offs, which we just haven't gotten. Defensive card in armaments is okay. I mean, we need defensive cards, so we may as well take it, right? Okay, we got these guys again. Our Immolate proves that these guys aren't so bad, so long as we can draw that Immolate. Okay, I want to hit you. I will play the Feel No Pain, and I will play the Defend. Save the other one, the Impervious. Okay. Flame Barrier is nice. Metallicized is nice. I mean, we have free energy, so we may as well ditch this. That's all we can really do, right? It's not that bad. We're only taking 7. Could be worse. We're doing 7 back to each of them as well. For each of the ones that's attacking us per attack. So it could be way worse. This could also be better, I'm not gonna lie to you. What does this do? 15, don't need that much, we'll take a defend. 10, 10, 9, we'll have 3 after. One more, can it be this one? That would be 26, 30, 33, it can be that one. Alright. So, we're still waiting on the Immolate, but now we'll redraw it much faster. Once we get it. We still haven't gotten it yet, but once we get there, we'll get it quicker. So clotheslining you is great. We could even Carnage you if we don't want to take any damage, which might be worth it. It's totally worth it, right? Must be. We don't really have to worry about draw anymore, because we're coming up on the end. If we were going to play Dark Embrace, we would have played it earlier should we have drawn it. So, I don't feel like that's a super important one. But we have the Immolate, which is auto-play right now. This does 10, which means there's another one biting the dust. Then we have Clothesline, and we may as well do that. He comes back, which is bad, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. We can Carnage him should we draw it, which I hope we do. Okay, we did. Not bad, not bad. Combust seems okay, but I don't think we need that either. We were really looking for Shrug It Offs and we just couldn't find them, which is unfortunate. We have to Reclaim here, which is not a big deal. We'll just rest right there. We'll go here. True Grit. I think is worth it. I mean, it's not great. Maybe another flame barrier is worth it. I don't think we need the... Well, we can't afford the brutality anyway. I think we take the flame barrier. We can also take the true grit, but I don't know if we need that much extra block. I mean, maybe? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good. Take a rest. Just get it in between. Time Eater. I couldn't remember his name for the life of me, but Time Eater is indeed his name. We got Corruption, Feel No Pain right off the bat, which is pretty nice. We got Corruption, Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace right off the bat, I should say, which is quite nice. We also have an Immolate, which of course is quite nice. So we're playing 6 cards, which means we have 6 cards to play this turn. We're taking 10. Could be better, but we didn't draw that much, so can't be that disappointed. We're not going to be able to play 6 this turn, which is unfortunate, but we will get a decent amount off. We want to play the Armaments. I feel like we should, because it's a little bit of block, and it gets rid of a card in our hand. But it's one less card we can play next turn. I mean, I guess. Talisize is so good. Feels awful, but it's so good. It doesn't get exhausted, so we wouldn't draw another card, so it's not worth it. We'd rather play 2 cards this turn. 2 cards isn't great, mind you, but we can play 2 cards here. This is actually completely doable. We'll play that, and then we'll get rid of a Dark Shackle, and that way... Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay. Almost Strike is a great first card. Flame Barrier is pretty good, actually. Another Flame Barrier isn't so bad either. Flame Barrier is going to be really good against the Heart as well, should we make it. So another Flame Barrier gets us to the blocking point, so we don't need to block anymore. So we can just strike Carnage now. We have plenty of extra cards for next turn. We have 7, which we're probably not going to be able to play 7 cards next turn, but hopefully we don't play too many. Either that or we play 7. Either we don't play too many or we play 7. That's what I'm hoping for. Right. So Bash, Immolate seems to be the play here. Unless we want to Clothesline. I think we do want to Clothesline, alright? That gives us 3 weak. 3 weak is pretty good. It just comes down to if we'd rather have weak or if we'd rather have vulnerability. I think weak is better. So I think we're going to weaken him so we take a little bit less damage. And we're going to Immolate him. 7, yeah. Just afford to strike him. It's not great that we're taking so much damage, but what are you going to do? Take another sip of my LaCroix. People talk so much smack on LaCroix. I love the stuff. We can probably get away with just playing 3 cards the next turn, but I want to expedite and have a more free range next turn. So we're going to do that as so. Okay, so definitely play our defense. Both of them. Then we don't really need the bash, so we're not going to Seeing Red, we're just going to DPS him. hope to be able to DPS him down in time. Should be able to. The Seeing Red is pretty useless, honestly, so the next time we get it, we should probably just play it, because I don't think it's really ever going to be useful to us. We'll see, though. It might be. The weak is definitely more valuable here right now. It's getting close, but we only need a couple more turns. He also only needs a couple more turns, though, so it's not looking too great here. I would rather be able to have an extra card for next turn, so I'm gonna do that. And hope that we'll be able to block this. Okay, good. Okay, so we definitely need to play 2 cards. That would reshuffle our deck. We'd only be able to play 1 card of what we drew, but I think that's fine. No. So we don't have any burns. I think we should ditch the Seeing Red, because like I said, it's really never going to be useful. Immolate is okay. It's definitely the card we're going to play for our last card, without a doubt. We're cutting it close because we're getting a lot of burns in our deck as well. This is... yeah, that's actually the end, huh? That's a shame. Well, I mean, it was a great run. We did everything we could in the end, and we just barely didn't make it, but I feel like we had a great shot at beating the heart there. We just didn't get as many defensive cards as I would have liked, but we did a great, we had a great deck, and that was exactly the deck that I would want consistently with the Ironclad, and I'm still working on changing up how I'm playing, but thank you very much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through this process. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again in the next one.